The savage clash arena roared to life long before the battle had even begun. Thousands of fans poured into the colossal steel structure, their footsteps echoing like distant thunder. High above, drones hovered silently, capturing every angle of the historic showdown about to unfold. Neon lights flickered across the sky, casting electric colors on the massive battleground below. The high-tech arena itself seemed alive, panels shifting, metallic plates locking into position, and giant hydraulic gates preparing for the arrival of two legendary creatures. The ground vibrated softly as the energy shields activated, forming a shimmering dome around the ring to contain the power of the beasts. Every seat was filled, and the noise of the crowd grew into a deafening roar of excitement and fear. Announcers hyped the atmosphere with booming voices, counting down the moments until the beasts entered. People waved banners, recorded videos, and screamed with anticipation. For many, this wasn't just a fight, it was the greatest event of the decade. The arena lights dimmed suddenly. A deep, resonating horn echoed across the entire stadium. The Savage Clash arena had awakened, and history was about to be written. A deep rumble rolled through the arena as the massive west gate began to rise. Steam hissed from the edges, and a wave of heated air swept across the crowd. Out of the darkness stepped a colossal armored lion, its mane glowing like fire beneath the floodlights. Metal plates along its shoulders and spine clinked softly as it walked, each step striking the steel floor with the force of a hammer. The crowd exploded into screams and cheers, chanting its legendary name, Blazefang. The lion lifted its head proudly, releasing a thunderous roar that vibrated through the entire stadium. Then the east gate trembled. The doors cracked open, releasing a cold, icy mist. The crowd fell into stunned silence as the second titan emerged. Towering, muscular, and terrifying, the beast known as Frostthorn stepped forward, its upper body wolf-like, its massive legs built like a bull, and its curved icy horns glowing with a pale blue light. Its breath came out in chilling gusts, frosting the steel beneath its feet. The arena shook as both titans advanced toward the center. The crowd erupted again, overwhelmed by the sight of two living legends approaching each other. The ground trembled, the air thickened, the battle of titans was about to begin. The arena fell into a tense silence as both titans lowered their bodies, muscles coiling with raw power. The air thickened, vibrating with the pressure of their breaths. Then, like thunder splitting the sky, both creatures launched forward with explosive speed. Blazefang sprinted low, claws sparking against the steel, its armor plates rattling with each rapid stride. Frostthorn charged head-on, its massive hooves pounding the ground so violently that dust shot upward like bursts of smoke. When they collided, the impact was unlike anything the arena had witnessed before. A shockwave thundered through the stadium, rattling the railings and shaking the very seats where thousands watched in awe. The force cracked the reinforced steel plates beneath them, sending sharp vibrations up the walls. Spectators gasped, some frozen in disbelief, others gripping the edges of their seats as if bracing for the entire arena to collapse. Blazefang slashed with blazing precision, while Frostthorn countered with brute, bone-crushing strength. Each strike echoed like explosions, and sparks scattered in all directions. Dust swirled into the air, making the battlefield look like a war zone. The creatures circled, roared, and clashed again, harder, louder, fiercer. The battle had truly begun, and no one could look away. Frostthorn suddenly shifted its stance, lowering its massive body as its icy blue eyes narrowed with deadly focus. In the blink of an eye, the wolf-bull titan exploded into motion, far faster than its enormous frame suggested. The crowd gasped as Frostthorn dashed sideways, circling Blazefang with shocking agility. Its hooves struck the steel floor like rapid-fire cannon blasts, and before the lion could react, Frostthorn slammed its horned head into Blazefang's side, sending the armored beast sliding across the arena. The impact echoed like a breaking mountain. Blazefang staggered, struggling to regain footing as Frostthorn charged again, relentless and brutal. Roars overlapped, dust swirled, and the crowd felt the momentum shifting. The beast hybrid was taking control, forcing the lion into a defensive retreat. But Blazefang was no ordinary titan. With a fierce, calculated growl, the lion planted its claws deep into the steel, stopping its slide. Its mane began to glow brighter, pulsing with hidden energy. As Frostthorn lunged for the final blow, Blazefang moved, not wildly, but with sharp precision. It spun low, dodging the horns by inches, and struck Frostthorn's exposed flank with a burst of fearless accuracy. The arena erupted. The tide had turned, and the climax of the battle was now inevitable. The arena was a storm of dust, shattered steel, and echoing roars. Both titans stood battered, chests heaving, armor cracked and bodies trembling from the brutal onslaught. Frostthorn scraped its hooves against the ground, lowering its icy horns for one last, unstoppable charge. Blazefang answered with a deep, fiery roar that shook the very core of the arena. Then, everything moved at once. Frostthorn surged forward like a collapsing glacier, the ground cracking beneath its weight. Blazefang leapt with explosive force, its mane blazing like molten gold. The two collided in a blinding burst of power, a thunderous impact that silenced the entire stadium. For a breathless moment, the dust swallowed everything, no one could see who stood victorious. As the cloud slowly cleared, a single silhouette rose above the chaos. Blazefang, the colossal armored lion, stood tall, bruised but unbroken. Frostthorn lay defeated, its icy horns dimming as the energy left its body. The arena fell into absolute silence, and then erupted into roaring cheers that shook the sky. Fans screamed the lion's name, banners waved wildly, and fireworks exploded overhead. The victor had claimed the ultimate throne. Savage Clash Arena had crowned its new legend.